What is up? Happy Seiko Saturday. Got a rare bird in the house. The Seiko Golgo13 Air model. Solar chronograph. Basically a solar flighty. In all black. Murdered out with some red accents. Almost a Darth Vader watch. And in addition to this lovely little piece, we've got a new series we're going to start with this watch. More about that in a moment. But I'm also about to roll up into another AD. Check out some Omegas. Glad to have you along for the ride. Let's get into it. And so here we are on a, I want to say lovely because it's beautiful out, but it's still cold. A beautiful yet chilly Seiko Saturday. And the beginning of a very fun series. I'm going to call this Collector's Journey or Collector something or another. I don't know. It'll end up in the title. I just thought about this idea today. Seiko Saturday. You know, I love those rare birds, and I'm going to do a series, 4-part series, on my collection journey of the Seiko Golgo13 watches. Really excited about it. The Golgo13 manga has been around since 1968. It is the longest running manga ever. And unfortunately, the guy who created it and was still working on it passed away last year, and his hope was that production would continue. Not only was that in print, but it was in movie. They shot a movie, I think in Iran. Ostensibly, Duke, the main character, who's an assassin, is probably Japanese, right? If you create something, you're probably creating it within the confines and constructs, generally speaking, of your culture. But it was shot, that the film, I think in 75-ish or something, was shot in Iran with Persian actors. All right. And then various anime films, anime series. And this guy has a modified M16 with a scope that he uses to go do his assassination stuff. And I stumbled on the Seiko watches, as I'm often to do, just cruising Seiko or cruising the JDM, and discovered that there is 4 of them. And I'm going to pop up a web view of another wonderful A Blog to Watch article on the 4 watches. So I'm going to collect these 4 watches. Now, as of this video, I don't have them yet. So this is the collector's journey. So I've got this one, and the reason I have this one is I nabbed it. I got it at a remarkable price. So right now, these are cruising at $1,100-1,200, full box, full papers. I picked this up naked for $400. Couldn't beat it. And of all the Golgo watches, it's the most practical one for me. 2 of them are very large, and the 4th one is a unique piece, highly stylized in its square. So we're going to look at all 4 of those, and I'm going to bring you along on the hunt. This video will not air until I've secured all 4. And this one came in over the last week. And it's basically a murdered out Seiko Flightmaster Solar. Doesn't have the... No, wait, does it have the alarm? It does have the alarm. Yeah, this is a Seiko Flighty, murdered out with red accents. Almost a Darth Vader watch, but it's got a really neat crosshair design at the 9 o'clock subdial. Solar piece and chronograph. This is the Golgo13 Air model. There is the air, the sea, the land, and functionally a dress one. Although it doesn't have a really cutesy name to it. It's got a really neat bit of technology into it. And why not? I think that once I get these fully curated, collected, and in-house, I don't know, they might go into the bank. Not this one. This is going to be the one that I wear, but I'm hoping to get those other 3 pieces full kit as well. In addition to today's adventures, I am rolling out to another AD, not a Rolex AD. This is an AD that's kind of far from my joint, but this one has Omega, Ulysses Nardin. I'm not huge into Ulysses Nardin. They've got some interesting watches though, that brand. I actually love their model called the Freak, but I unequivocally hate that name. It's such a creepy name for an otherwise gorgeous watch with a unique complication. Why would they call it that? Doesn't make sense. It's just awesome, because you can't call it the awesome. So I'm gonna roll up in here. This place has an interesting little used case, a section of used, a case of used watches. I had a contact out here once upon a time. He's moved on, but I was like, bro, put this up on your website. Why do I have to call or drive an hour to come see you just to see if I can find something up in there? So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go see some Pew Pew and an outdoors. There's an outdoorsy store out here that I'm gonna check out. I don't get up to this area very often, so I'm gonna make the most of it. Got out of that AD. Gosh, AD prices. Tried on some pretty cool pieces. Got to see up close and personal the Omega Speedmaster Racing in blue. I owned the red one several years ago, all too briefly. Blue's gorgeous. The pricing was ridiculous though. Rocking 4Gs? No way, not happening. Used, right? No, definitely not happening. But I also got to try on the Omega Aquaterra World Timer, one of my dream watches. Why do I call it a dream watch? Because I dream that I can, only in a dream can I wear it. Only in a dream can I pull it off. She's big. That Aquaterra case for that line and a couple other lines, or a couple other models in the line, just way too big. Just too big for me. And beautiful watch though. Absolutely beautiful watch. Even more beautiful than the day we're having. I'm getting sunspots. But I'm glad I got to see the Aquaterra World Timer in the flesh. It wasn't my first time. It was my first time putting it on with the bracelet. It's heavy too. Gorgeous watch. I just can't wear it. And for that price point, I'm not going to have it as a desk clock. Seiko Golgo13, a collector's journey. This has been your Seiko Saturday Golgo13 video of the day. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you'll enjoy this little collector's journey with me. All right, we'll catch you later. Take care. Peace.